Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
We have a special treat for you if you'll indulge us. We'd love to play for you our submission for this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday.
You need it on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
How's everybody doing?
Good. Hey. Doing.
Yeah. No, I just saw what you put in the private chat, man. Yeah, we need to update the intro now that we're not on set. It's all good. We'll get there. It's a slow process.
Well, not just that, but anybody before the show started, that thumbnail that somebody made for you is just it looks good.
Yes. Mr. JT, who's not here currently. Maybe he can hop in later. You never know. He did that. He does great work. So he did my logo. He did he's done numerous logos for many of us. So yes. But anyway,
he did that one there.
Yeah, he did that one there. He also did another one on a channel that I'm probably going to be on very soon. Hey there, Rogue. I see that you got a dinosaur behind you now.
Yeah, I was at Universal the other day, so I figure you said you wanted to talk about something Jurassic, so
yes,
that'd be more appropriate.
See, I'm glad that Ryan brought some of that up because I was going to ask how did Rogue get my parents, but I don't know.
Phil, think the full sentence through, then say it.
Well, it just wouldn't be Phil if he didn't. Oh, there's a puppy.
There's a puppy. There's a moose in here.
Yeah, that moose.
Aw, thumper.
We got R2 from After the Weekend. He's got a moose. That's a big dog now.
Our
He's not even 6
went
months
up
yet.
3 times.
Jesus. Well, welcome to the show, buddy. And it's good to see you. And also, we got Phil here. How's it going, Phil?
Good on you.
Oh, I'll
Gotta be here.
I saw Jurassic World today, so it was great. And then, of course, back to Rogue Disney. That is Tom. He wears sporting a different hat.
Yeah, it finally came in the mail, so I have my Rebellion hat. It's
nice.
Just,
You look good.
Yeah.
It barely fits my head, which I kind of would have figured. But
Wait. Even on like the max size, it barely fits your head?
Yeah, I have a 8.5 head. Like
That's what she said.
Well, let's just say it's not just large there. We're already starting badly, and I've had
Your socks are big too?
Yeah.
You know what they say when guys have big socks? They wear big shoes.
I don't really wear socks though.
That's right, you don't.
You and
just wear
those
skeletos.
You and those toe shoes, man. Those things are. I don't understand that. I don't understand the toe shoes.
It strengthens your feet.
Yeah, I do. Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever. How do they strengthen your feet?
So basically, at least from when I was told by my podiatrist when they told me to start using them, that our shoes are casts, right? Like your shoe is a cast for your foot, and we've existed for a long time doing things without them. That's why you see some people in the gym normally don't wear very padded shoes. They're very Now they have other brands like Vivo, I think, makes one. Joe Rogan wears those that are barefoot style shoes that just don't do the toe aspect, but there's still zero drop in terms of. I'm boring people with shoe talk, so I'm gonna stop.
No, you're fine.
No, you're good. I asked. I kind of wish I didn't, but now I did ask.
It does help you. It does help with the arch and stuff like that in terms of.
I can understand that.
And my feet don't hurt at the end of the day walking around a theme park, so at least they work.
He's our theme park guy. He pounds the ground in all the theme parks all the time, going live. So he does a good job there. So we're going to be talking about a few things, some that may be kind of fun to talk about, and others that are going to probably not be as fun. So what should we discuss first? Should we just jump right into Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Sure.
So, R2, have you finally watched it?
Yeah, I've been watching it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So,
and
isn't it the bestest show ever?
It is the bestest show.
You know, if you like the show, I think that's great. You know, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm happy for you. For me, it's terrible. It's not a story we needed at all. It screws up everything. I feel like in the continuity. You know, like I have no interest in the rest of the story and what happens with it. You know, like just want to block it out of my head once it's done. You know, I would much rather them see them do an entirely just new story with the new characters as opposed to this, because it makes no sense. It's just shoehorning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask a question to everyone for 1 second. If this was just a show about the Inquisitors and Reaver was the star, no connection to Vader or to Obi-Wan, would it be as bad as it is?
I think no, because people wouldn't expect it to be about Obi-Wan. I think people would be more expecting about being the Inquisitors.
If it was a show...
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Jake?
We got Jay in the chat.
If it was a show about the Inquisitors rounding up the remaining Jedi, had nothing to do with Vader, had nothing to do with Obi-Wan, Skywalker, Princess Leia, etc. Yeah, it would be probably a better show.
I would agree.
Because then you could, though, put focus into those characters, but you're adding a brand new character that we know nothing about when it comes down to it. That's terribly written, as opposed to putting the focus into the name of the person the show is named after.
Yeah.
But that was my point. Mando worked because you brought in someone that had no connected to any legacy characters, which means you had more leeway. I think if they just made a show about the Inquisitors, I know it wouldn't have been a good thing and a lot of us wouldn't have liked it, but I don't think it would have been as bad or as detrimental to Star Wars.
Well, you know, also bringing in people to write the show that have actually watched the source material would make a big difference in the show, too.
And you can tell that care with Fallen Order. There's a care to Legacy with Fallen Order, and it's the same timeline.
I actually have not played that game yet.
Oh, dude, you got to play it. You have an Xbox. It's got to be on their Game Pass or something.
I don't have Game Pass anymore, but I think it's like $20 to buy the first one now, so...
Yeah,
probably buy it that way.
Jay says we need to get together in Orlando for some food and drinks. I am definitely up for that, and we definitely need to get that Tom involved too. Sporting that awesome hat, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah. Did you tell Jay you got his hat?
I did not say I ordered the hat or shirts yet.
So hey, Tom, I just wanted to ask.
The missus says, "Hey there, R2."
Hey, Mrs. R2.
Hey, Mrs. R2.
Hey, sweetie. Tom, how is it double clutching that 18-wheeler?
What 18-wheeler? Am I looking like a trucker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And your trucker beard.
Yeah. He's got a thicker beard. And
I mean, you slightly look like you have a sleeveless shirt on too, as well.
No,
so.
I have the Kenobi.
Okay.
The robot.
I genuinely thought you had like a sleeveless shirt. I was like, man, I'm like,
I'm
really looking the part.
70. No, yeah, I look so redneck if I throw on the wrong hat. If I throw on a trucker hat, I go from not looking redneck to just pure on hillbilly.
Tom has suddenly become swamp folk there.
Well, I say, nope, no, that's wrong. That's Texas. I won't do Florida Southern. I don't know.
Hey, that was a great impression of Dax.
I had. Okay. What does that mean?
Shout out to Dax.
Dax is from Texas.
Tom had a video dropping on Park Hopper soon. I think he means has.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen on Tuesday, I thought. What's up there, Tom?
I filmed it on Tuesday.
Yes, yes.
And then I edited it and sent it to Jay.
And then my friend Lauren says, hey, Ryan, I finally figured out how to log into my YouTube account. She doesn't watch a lot of YouTube, but she decided to watch tonight. So, yeah, Jay corrected it. Has. Yeah, we're excited about that.
We are. We're very happy.
Tom's heart fell into his stomach. He's like, had?
I didn't even do anything yet. What went wrong?
We are very
fired
happy
already
for Tom, though.
Yes, we are. Tom's a great guy. He works very hard.
Yeah.
Him and Jay both do.
Yeah.
But,
to get to see him, though, be part of Park Hopping is amazing. I can't wait to see the videos he puts out for the channel. It's going to be great because Tom does a phenomenal job.
The cruise in Dallas this weekend, right? Is that,
no, not
2 weeks.
not
I thought.
yet.
Is there a week away or 2 weeks?
I know the premiere for
maybe it's
Terror
maybe
comes
it's
first.
okay. Then it's next week. Okay, yeah, because
I think it's the 14th or no, the 14th is the premiere for Terror on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Cons are normally Thursday to Sunday affairs. So
Okay,
probably
so
the
next
following
weekend. Okay, cool.
Weekend.
Yeah, I definitely.
I don't have the schedule on top of my head, but yeah, that makes sense.
No, I think I just I finally finished Tuesday night's main event like today, so yeah, that's probably where I'm behind. No, I would agree. If it was just about the Inquisitors, it's fine. I mean, it's still not a great show. The Reva is still not a great character. She's Darth Tantrum. She's angry and angrier, and that's all she really is. And it just doesn't really play out well for character development. It's just flat. It's like, okay, well, you hate everybody. Why? Like,
I'm kind of curious. What was the budget in this show compared to Mando? Did they give a budget? I know Mando they gave one out.
Wasn't
no, I'm just curious. I'm
10
just curious.
million an episode?
Well, if you break it down to this being filmed as a movie, which it seems like it was with the way it was edited, it was definitely a film. And in which case, still for a film, they put in probably an extra 10 minutes in each episode to fill in time and store fill it. Yeah.
I think they have probably 20 minutes of filler in this last episode. It feels like there's so much just like that doesn't need to be in there. They could have spent their time, making wiser decisions. And so that's just me personally. And the big secret base called isn't it the Inquisitorium or something? Like who named that?
So that's just Inquisitorius, I think.
Inquisitoria? Still, that's not good.
That is not.
It's only slightly better than Big Bad Base. I mean, it's like, come on.
Yeah, but that's not Imperial naming. Like you have Death Star, you have like
Big Bad Base would have been a better name.
Probably.
They probably should have put it to a poll like Bodie McBoatface and let the Imperial officers pick out.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even really need a name at all, if you want my honest opinion, but that's neither here nor there.
What do you think about, so in the episode, what do you think about people saying the fact that Kenobi's robes weren't wet is an homage to A New Hope?
I don't
the
think
entire
that.
episode is supposed to be an homage to A New Hope.
Is it?
That's what I'm hearing, like the hardcore Star Wars stands, especially on the TikTok side, keep on saying, like, oh, it's such a
I mean, they had to sneak into the secret base. They set the alarm off. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, and why are they always sneaking? I don't know. I guess it seems a little bit like a rehash. So sneak into the big bad base, rescue some. Instead of they're rescuing Leia again. They were in A New Hope. So in all actuality, I wouldn't be surprised because these people don't have any originality. Like they can't step outside the box and think of something different. Now, who typed that?
I meant to say of.
How about Wikipedia?
Did Tom
Wikipedia?
freeze? Yeah.
He's like,
You
Hey.
that's never going away. Tom,
Hey,
right?
JT,
I'm
what's
still
up,
just
buddy?
screenshotting that.
Hey, JT.
Hey, JT.
you got the link if you want to jump in the chat a little later. I'm sorry, jump on a little later. So, obviously, I know you're probably doing maybe family stuff. Yeah, it's just, I mean, okay, so I did like the part in the basement where they have all the Jedi that have been captured that have been crystallized in like amber or whatever. So I mean, it is kind of go ahead. R2. No, you're good, dude. I wonder. Oh, is he going to be back on his phone?
Here he is.
Not on your StreamYards?
No, that was I don't know what happened there, but my entire router system went and turned off.
I'm telling you, dude, you got to stop looking at that weird shit on Pornhub. You got to stop.
I know better than that. I don't do any of that on my computer.
And there it is. He's like, I know better than that. Like, come on, man. And then JT says, "Man, that thumbnail. I know who created that."
I don't know why JT isn't on here.
Yeah, JT.
Yeah, for somebody who's got to spend time with his family, why aren't you spending time with your family?
Well, I just assumed he was spending time with his family.
Okay.
That was me saying that. I don't know. I was not given a reason that he could not be here. I mean, maybe he's on a gay cruise, so it would be right up his alley. I mean, the stoic face and everything, and then come on. I mean, what's he hiding?
He's getting too big in his britches. He's got his own show now. He's focused on that.
He's not. He's no longer the man in the man in the chair. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I did like the fact that they encased all the Jedi in the amber coffins, and it made it very
great. There was some great throwbacks though in that.
Yeah,
if you look through, there was definitely, you saw prequel era characters, people from a lot of different. I was surprised. I wish there was been like a little bit more of like Easter eggy things.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Well, Phil's just the man on the floor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Somebody should change his name to that. The man on the floor.
I mean, are you jealous because I'm the future now? I'm going to be the people that sits on the floor. Mm-hmm.
So you're just saying in the future people can afford chairs?
We can afford chairs, but we're so stylish that we don't need chairs, Boomer.
Again, my age does not make me a boomer. Like
if the future has no chairs in it, then I think I'm good with not being. Okay, that's
that's new call sign.
I like how quick my name changed after my name changed.
Maybe he sits like Mark Hamill. JT says, "Oh my God, did you see that on Twitter?
Oh God, yeah.
What a doofus! I'm watching the January 6th commission, guys. It's so great. Like
I thought you meant like he sits on a lightsaber.
Oh God.
Well, you didn't see.
Phil always has one handy.
So loud.
Yeah, it's a lot louder than it needed to be.
I'm
assuming that it has volume control. Mine
does have a volume control. I just don't know how to mess it up.
I can understand with that. I had issues understanding my lightsaber at first, but
so Phil doesn't know how to work his own lightsaber.
A down button and has a mute button. I haven't mastered that yet. I accidentally did them like the first week I had it, and then I unmuted it.
Did you turn into Ned Flanders? Did you say diddly did him?
Yes, exactly, sir. We're gonna roll with that, sir.
Let me see if I can find that picture of Mark Hamill sitting on.
It's already been beginning to being memed.
I guarantee it is because he looks like a freaking loser. Let me see if I find it because everybody's like commenting on it because it's such a bad take.
So, are we expecting similar to what happened with Book of Boba Fett, where the first half of the thing or more is literally crap, and then you're going to get 2 episodes of substance? The same happened with Book of Boba Fett.
It's quite possible.
So that the Star Wars method from now on, it's going to be like you get glimpses of something nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What's up, you dirty bastard?
Is he calling from a RV?
Hey,
Well, hey.
I'm cooking dinner.
What's
What's for dinner?
Yeah.
Nah, it's called None of Your Damn.
Is it?
Yeah. No, I'm cooking the spaghetti.
Nice.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm so
spaghetti.
pressing your place and eating all your spaghetti, man.
You want to eat all my spaghetti?
Yes. I love my Italian food.
You say you love Italian?
Yeah, that's why I have pizza and I put ketchup on it.
That is not Italian. Phil,
Hey,
get
pizza
out.
is Italian.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Just
Hey, you're just jelly because ketchup and pizza, I got good taste. I am ahead of the curve.
No, you don't put ketchup in pasta or pizza or.
We don't talk about
Yeah.
such things here, floor whore.
That's. Are you just like still eating Lunchables? Is that basically what you're doing? Like
No.
Yeah.
Ketchup on pizza is bae.
That's
how much extra tomato and sugar do you need on top of a pizza? The amount of ketchup, the amount of pizza sauce that's required is like a thin layer. It's barely noticeable, unless you're eating a Chicago-style pizza, in which case it's more of a casserole to begin with.
Okay, you ever had those like toppings on your pizza where it's turning out bad and you wanted to mask them? Put ketchup on pizza, especially over pineapple.
I've heard of ranch on pizza in Penn State. I know that's a thing. I've heard of that.
That's made in California.
Or Frank's Red Hot's hot sauce. Hot sauce is okay. That's an acceptable topping. But
Here we go.
ketchup, no.
Ketchup.
Well, Mark Hamill.
Wait, he's sitting cross-legged in a chair.
Yeah, he's sitting cross-legged in a chair, looking like a hobo with popcorn, saying that he's excited to watch the January 6th hearing.
You know,
he looks like Joe.
And this is
Joe
from
Pesci.
This is from Jeremy. He says, I like Jay Skywalker more than Mark Hamill. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather watch The Last Jedi than listen to anything Mark Hamill has to say. Like, he is such a nutcase.
Looks like the supervillain of a local late night, commercial you'd see.
He's starting to look like that uncle who once followed you to the bathroom and looked at your pee-pee. I'm just saying. That's what he's starting to look like. Yeah, he's starting to look like that. It's like you see him lurking around the corner with that beanie cap on, and it's just like he's got that hungry look in his eye, and you're like, what's going on? Yeah. JT's face.
You know too much about that.
Who wants pasta?
Who wants spaghetti?
Yeah, I'm thinking of having Rogue, come up with a recipe on my live stream, and maybe he can eat it.
You want me to make a recipe and eat it on your live stream?
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be something cool.
I feel like you should make Rogue eat a Lunchable during your live stream. That's probably the equivalent of like me eating a scorpion inside of a lollipop.
How bougie do you think I am?
I don't know. Let's just get him to eat a banana or something on stream while we're at it. Why not? If he's
I'm not going to eat a banana.
If he's going to be putting stuff in his mouth.
He always likes to eat on camera, so we got to show the audience that he likes to eat. So
you guys scared away Phil.
I did.
You mean the floor whore?
Floor whore.
Yeah, floor whore. He's
I like how he went from simp Jedi last night to floor whore. I think he's downgrading.
Hey, I'm the Jedi's grand simper.
Jedi grand simper.
Simper Quistorius or whatever.
Exactly.
Yes.
See. Whenever Dan gets on the channel, you have two Jedi. I'm the Jedi simp, and me and Tabitha both agreed that Dan is just Jedi Jesus.
Yeah, he's Jedi Jesus.
I swear I thought he was Hillbilly Jedi.
Oh, and that too. That's his nickname, Hillbilly Jedi. Jedi Jesus, the Hillbilly Jedi.
All right, back to Kenobi.
Yeah, back to Kenobi. We've way gotten off the tracks.
What's Kenobi?
Yeah, what's Kenobi?
It's
a new strain.
It's a new strain of a disease that infects Star Wars and takes everything over.
Does it spread at a certain kind of raves?
Yeah. So I have to admit, when who's echoing?
Phil probably.
Oh no, I think it's JT because he's on his phone. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
So no, Phil's muted for once.
See.
Well,
If
I'm echoing, I'm gonna hold on.
Yeah, blame JT.
Oh,
Yeah.
he muted himself. I thought he was just gonna like be like going, if I'm echoing, I'm just gonna click and like get it back out. So one thing, yeah, there you go. There you go. So one thing that really agitated me is that when Reva is putting Leia in the torture machine, and all of a sudden, Obi-Wan hears her scream, and all he says is he's like, he talks to whatever her name is. I don't really care. And he's like, I need a distraction. And so she walks in and requests that Reva come see her. Like, why didn't he just dash down the hallway? Like, come on, man.
Why didn't he cause a distraction?
That's another good point.
He could have been the distraction and let the spy ladies rescue Leia.
I would have preferred Obi-Wan Kenobi rescue Leia, which JT said the water was boiling. No, that's cool. That's a legitimate thing. Don't burn the house down. So it just, I don't know. It needed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi to pull her from the restraints. I'm sorry, it did. But
I don't know. I agree with that.
But the thing is that he could have dashed through the doorway and he put him like both stormtroopers down, and then all of a sudden he's got Reva right there, and all he got to do is throw her.
Yeah, but remember, he's force incompetent right now.
He held back the water in the episode, which you could say was kind of like. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It irked me at first, and then when she created a distraction, and then of course when he did rescue her, I was like, okay, all right, I can deal with that. But I don't know, just for him not to like kind of jump into action, or he just said I need a distraction, and you didn't even see him take off running. Like it felt like there was no urgency to it. It's like it's just me personally. What'd you guys think?
I think that when I watched it the second time, I took a shot for every time I took something was from another Star Wars property. I couldn't finish the episode.
Did you really do this?
Yeah, and it was
did.
It was better than
You're
watching.
Supposed to do that with beer,
How's your liver feel? Does it hurt?
No, it's okay. It was a couple of days ago. It's okay.
Is there like a stiffness on one side of your body?
I mean, it was it was just some Tito's, so it's not that bad. But
pretty heavy-handed. Anyway,
I'm hearing like some weird Jabba knife noises.
I'm sorry, my stomach is growling.
Yeah, no, it's his dog. He's such a cool dog. Big moose. I can't wait to. I got the bubble guts. I gotta go to the bathroom.
No, you don't understand. R2's chair is just a toilet.
Yeah. So we're getting off track again.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys think? Did you think I liked how he killed the stormtroopers? I thought that was cool.
Why did the lightsaber cut through right away?
Yeah, I think they just wanted like more saber swings for like the spectacle of it.
I think they should have thrown in 3 more stormtroopers in there, and you'd have had your saber swings, and it would have made sense.
Yeah, it would have made more sense.
Like they just didn't know how to do the effect right. Like, I'm going to cut in.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it won't go. It won't.
Well,
go.
It looks like maybe their action coordinator kind of sucked. I don't know. I mean, just my opinion. Maybe they're their sequence coordinator. But yeah, when he hit the one stormtrooper like 4 times, it's like it doesn't take that many times to kill the guy. Like you probably could have hit him twice max. R2's gonna be right back.
Yeah, R2 needs to let his dog hump his leg.
Phil, what'd you think, man? Did you like that scene where he saved Leia?
I mean, the whole the part where he came from the shadows and killed the stormtroopers, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, because it did kind of also remind me of the Force Unleashed a bit, and kind of like the Batman or Batman in general. So I did enjoy that. That was like one of the positives for me.
Yeah, so, I did like I said, there were little gripes here and there, but it's perfectly fine. So once they kind of escape, and obviously they run into more stormtroopers and stuff like that, where they're in the water hallway. What did you guys? Because he starts deflecting the bolts and stuff like that, and I thought that was perfectly fine. I didn't really have a whole huge issue with the fact that he actually he actually ended up cracking this one of the blaster bolts hit the glass. That didn't really bother me that much. What did you guys kind of think? Because at first I was like, and then I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad.
I thought that was a decent shot action scene. I think
I do too.
It was, the pacing was weird and the circumstance. There was no immediacy to it. It felt a little too slow. Like, I think it would have been cooler if you were seeing him deflect as they were running and then the door closed and then you have the slow down tension. Like, there wasn't the problem with the show, and it's something that I think Mando did do better, is you don't have the build up to action. You don't have a good build up to your set piece moment. Like,
there needed to be. Oh, go ahead.
The set piece moments in this were definitely the interrogation room and the water hallway.
Yeah,
those were your two set piece moments. Besides the further on in the episode, which doesn't make sense vehicle wise.
Yeah,
with everything. But I think the problem was that you didn't have tension at all. There was you felt no tension because everyone involved except for like the new characters, which they're not going to take out anyway. The only new character they killed happened to be the one white guy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they're not going to take out the
nerdy white guy. By the way, the nerdy white guy.
Yeah.
Like a guy who they probably equate all of us to. That was his name, Wade. But yeah, no, they took out the nerdy white guy, and
if you know current Star Wars politics in terms of the company, the spy lady is going to be safe. You know that, and my guess is the spy lady and Reva are going to be in that spin-off series. Those two are going to be together. So,
isn't that a rumor,
please,
the spin-off series?
Please God, give me the spin-off series. I need more of this so I can just laugh and point and just be like, because these people are so oblivious. She is such a bad character that I'm sorry, in the interrogation room, and she's like going against, like, the acting in that scene is horrendous. First off, now I'm not going to blame the 8-year-old, because the 8-year-old, for being 8 years old, is actually acting her ass off. And
actually, that's like one of the positives I've been having about this show. It's like the girl who played Leia, her acting for kid standards has been really, really good.
Yeah, and then you got Reva, who is played by an actress who has been in other great roles. I just think she was given a shit character, and they're like, "Well, she's angry," and it's like, okay, why is she angry? Well, she's just always angry, and then she gets angrier, and it's like, is that it? Like seriously? It's angry and angrier, and it's
Kylo Ren 2.0. It's the same type of writing that they gave for him. Kylo Ren actually was written a little bit better. They gave him moments of clarity and stuff like that. She has no moments of clarity. She has no moments of, and honestly, maybe that's what she needs. Maybe there needs to be a moment of self-respect, of self-reflection for her in the episode, so you actually understand her character.
Yeah,
she has a character.
You're probably going to get that, and that's when she turns into a good guy. We have all heard that about how it's supposed to end. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going that direction, because I was kind of thinking that when she was trying to basically empathize with Leia. I mean, she was doing it for deceptive reasons, but she's like, they'll leave you behind because they left me behind. I figured we were going to get more of that,
like a flashback scene or something,
maybe a flashback, or even Reva trying to like project that onto her, but she's like trying to do the mind trick on an 8-year-old, and it looks like she's getting her ass kicked. Like,
well, that was something that kind of irks me a little bit, because in Return of the Jedi, Leia admits, you have a power I will never understand, and there she is using an ability to not let the lady into her head. Like, she's innately then using the Force.
Tom, what is that in the background? Big Booty Latinas 5? What is that, man? What are you watching on streaming, man? I don't know. You like the Big Booty Latinas?
I have no clue.
I heard 5 wasn't good. I heard 4 is where it's at.
I'm glad you know.
Well, I have some.
See, I had to give you a hard time too because your screen changed.
That's
Tom,
it happens.
He's just jealous because he only has the 4th one. He doesn't have the 5th one.
I don't have the 5th one.
See. Here's the thing. The only reason why I the 4th one,
I couldn't afford it. I had to buy dinner tonight, so it was either that or buy dinner for $30 for one person. I mean, it's a jungle out there.
Dinner's for $30 for one person?
No, dude, I'm being a smartass. Gas is almost $5.
If you go to Disney, it's $30.
We're at $4.87 here by me, and I'm like, what in the?
I don't know what's going on in the world with this yet.
I do, but I don't. But it's I think we all do, but it's just
we're gonna not say it out loud.
Yeah.
It's that Vladimir Putin's fault. That's what.
That's that Putin price hike. It's a Putin price hike. Gotta watch out. So it's
Putin inflation.
Yeah.
Poo inflation?
It's poop inflation.
No, he's Putin inflation and everything.
He's Putin the inflation. He's Putin it up, the inflation. That was a terrible joke, but that's what we do here. JT says 537 in Arizona. Holy shit.
I was talking to a buddy back in California. And,
what the hell is that face? what is that? Who's taking the photo?
I am.
Oh, well, who's the other girl doing the selfie or whatever, or recording the thing? Is it sitting next to you?
Someone that I used to know.
Somebody.
It looks like you used to know. Look up a booger.
You what?
It looks like you're trying to look if you have any boogers.
No, it's supposed to be a joke. The dinosaur was behind me in his head.
I am just waiting for an inappropriate photo to pop up.
An inappropriate photo? Luckily, those are not stored in my Google Photos.
That's what you say, but there's always one that creeps in there.
And then all of a sudden, I get a copyright strike for pornography. It wasn't my fault.
Don't worry, I'll clip it so we all have the memories.
Yeah. Clips over here.
The closest thing is from MegaCon.
Dude, MegaCon was great. MegaCon was a blast. I wish I could go to Dallas. I have a trip, flying home at the end of July. So it's just, and the airline tickets to fly from Florida to Colorado on Southwest, $700. $700 round trip.
So much for want to get away.
Yeah, you want to get away? Yeah. I think next year, if it's this bad, I think I'm gonna drive everywhere, or fly really close. 680 in Northern California.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy
cow.
back where I used to live in California, and he lived in one of the higher end areas, and 680. I mean,
I saw like $10. Is that true?
So that's up in Mendocino, which is like a big vacation area in Northern California.
They had to turn the counters over. They had to add a digit to prepare for possibly $10.
Yeah, because it was like $9.80 up there, or like $9.60, something like that.
Oh, I can tell you one thing. I'm going to start finding horses and get a carriage going and just start mushing.
Yeah,
I think hay is probably cheaper.
I think I'm going to look at it this way. Unless I'm going to work or I have like a specific thing I'm going to do, I'm not going anywhere forever. Unless like we all like Jay was saying earlier, like the three of us want to meet in Orlando. Like, hey, that's cool. But other than that, I'm not going to be like driving and be like, friends like, hey, you want to grab a drink? Where can I walk there? Like, no.
I can actually walk to about 7 or 8 restaurants from where I live, so it's kind of a nice thing, and 3 bars. So
yeah, I got some places close, but I think it's gonna be a lot of eating at home, which I this is not too. It's pretty healthy for you.
Hey,
but even eating at home, the meal prep, like chicken right now has gone up so much and stuff like that.
I brought some ground turkey, and it's about a little over $4.
What were you gonna say, R2? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, how far away is that fine dining strip club from you, Tom?
45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's close. That's like right outside Disney property.
Is that where you want to take Jay and I? Is that fine?
That brings a whole new meaning to the happiest place on earth.
That is like the unknown side of Disney, man.
Is that the dark side of Disney?
Do they?
Oh, there's a lot of princess themes.
Do they really? Oh,
Yeah.
my camera. There it goes.
But that's also where the machine gun range is. Like, there's a machine gun range you can go do with your family.
Oh, it is the happiest place on earth. I want to go there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out if YouTube will allow me to film
not
that.
with ammo. The price it is. Holy shit! You think gas is expensive? Man, ammo's an arm and a leg.
It really takes that line from the Joker, and it doesn't work anymore. I like cheap things. I like gasoline. I like things.
That's good. I'll be honest. I'm
just
lucky where I live. Ammo still, for what ammo's going for these days, is cheap.
I got a bow.
Like I can get like a box of 9mm for $20.
Where you're at?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can ship ammo through the mail.
Well,
I'll Venmo you.
You can, but it's hazardous.
I'll Venmo you. Oh.
By the way, that's some of that ammo that'll blow a lung out too. By the way,
yeah. So this is what I see what they're doing already. They're making it so violent acts are too expensive to do. Ammo's way too high.
And it's
gas is way too high.
It's like Chris Rock.
Christmas parades are safe. Because nobody can afford anything. You can't afford gas. You can't. Well, we lost a viewer when I made that joke.
It's like that Chris Rock joke where he's like, "I'd shoot your ass if I could afford it."
Yeah. I'll just beat you with a baseball bat. Okay. Dark side of Disney. Oh my! What in the hell?
What is that, and why do you have it near you?
It's a book.
Is it really?
Yeah. The cover is far more scandalous than the actual book.
Okay.
I'm shocked that
the cover looked like something that I think I might have, but I don't think I actually had the hardcover. I think I read it on an ebook.
What is it? It's just like, insider secrets about Disney or something?
It's just,
about,
it's like it's like shady things,
like during the Mouseketeer Club, and
but
stuff
not like it's not anything like I said, that cover makes it look far more scandalous and salacious than it really is.
Well, I mean, they used to put all sorts of stuff in their animated movies. I mean, even just that Who Framed Roger Rabbit, there's the one scene where Jessica Rabbit, she spins around, and if you stop it in the right place, you get right up the dress.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't read this book probably in over 10 years.
There's a lot of dark stuff with Disney, and but then
Well, I don't know if the Who Framed Robert.
If you're looking for something to read, though, it was a good read for I think you can probably get it for about $10 or less.
Well, I mean, we know that the CIA acquired Disney World property for Walt Disney World. It's they're on the contract for it, so. It would make you.
They have bought through a lot of different means. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's just interesting because
it does explain for why and how long they were in no-fly zone after 9/11 too.
Yeah. It just makes you wonder what they do under that large underground complex.
Are we still going to be talking about Kenobi? Because I need to know if I have to dive into this.
Yeah.
Is there anything left to say besides the snow speeder not working correctly?
Yeah, I want to talk about the snow speeders because that irritated the snot out of me, and that was something that
how it hovered 5 feet away from her and couldn't hit her.
Yeah,
or the fact that it hovered in the first place.
Yeah,
because guess what? How much easier would the Walker scene be if they could hover? Because guess what? He wouldn't had to have climbed all of that scene.
And they don't fit more than 2 people.
Oh yeah, they're the family truckster, right?
They don't fit more than 2 people. You have the pilot and you have the gunner, and that's it. It's like it almost pays homage to the the F-14 of the time from Top Gun. It which was produced in the 1970s. It's a 2-seater fighter craft. It makes zero sense. You can't pile in 3 people in the back of that damn thing. There's 1 seat. It's a gunner seat.
But
what they do?
That proves that whoever they had doing their show Bible or whatever you want to call it doesn't know anything about anything of Star Wars.
No,
because even Astro yesterday was complaining about how Vader used Force choke and Force lift at the same time. with Reva.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I know sometimes they like in Force Unleashed you use 2 powers at once, but never triggering at the same time. What?
R2's comment in the private chat. You can say that, dude, if you
no,
want.
I ain't gonna say that. No.
I'll say it if you want.
Archie's brave behind the keyboard.
Well, Phil, you say it because you know what? You're the token black guy.
Okay, that if only they were all Mexicans. What the hell is that word?
He meant they would have fit no problem. Are you saying that Hispanic people have no problem fitting into a small car, about 9 people in a 4-seater? Look, they're innovative people. Much love to them, you know. So much love to the Hispanic community. So anyway, yeah, no, I didn't like the snow speeder thing. It made 0 sense. And then of course when it landed, and
there was no snow.
Then there was no snow, so it's just like I'm like, okay, whatever. So when they were trying to sneak out of Big Secret Base, and Leia is under a giant trench coat, and it looks super awkward. It's like, what is this guy like? What is he like? An Empire disability? Is he a disability hire? Is that like a giant tumor that's like freaking like 30 pounds? It's huge. Like, what the hell is that?
That was the scene we were gonna get the Jedi mind trick. I thought he would have gone.
Yeah, that would have been so much better if he did a mass Jedi mind trick. And it's like, this is not the child you're looking for.
Yeah.
But no, we get Austin Powers.
It was so terrible. It was so terrible. It just looked awkward. It didn't look correct.
But like that's the thing.
Leia kept like kind of like poking her head out, like you could blatantly see her face.
Well, it's a Disney property. You know how they like to hide their children.
Wow. Are you saying that Disney has a secret gay agenda towards children?
I didn't say that. I just say it's a small world after all.
Interesting. Yeah, it is a small world. I'm not gonna touch that one.
It might be a small world, but I got a big one.
Phil, you did not want to do that line with the context we were just in.
Touche.
It's okay. Phil had a comment worse than mine tonight. So
Phil's a youngin', so he does.
I was talking about the people that were way older, not that. Before anyone comes out.
Phil, you're digging it worse.
I am. All right.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. I really actually like that movie. I really do. It's a good movie. So
you're such a girl then.
Archie's eyes lit when you said you like to let it go.
What? I named my handgun Elsa.
She said, "Never mind." I'm not going to go there.
I swear to God, I named her Elsa. Like somebody, I don't remember how we got into the conversation of it or whatever, but somebody's like, "Yeah, you should name it something funny," and I was like, "All right." And I was like, "So yeah, I named it Elsa from like Frozen." She puts people on ice. Okay. So let's wrap up Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's been almost 50 minutes. So they fly off. Wade, Reva throws the thing. The giant box. It hits the snow speeder. And I
didn't think about this until I think it was Jeremy Johns who revealed this. When could snow speeders fly? They couldn't fly in Empire Strikes Back because
they can't go. They can't go above a certain thing above the ground. They have to hover.
Yeah, they're like a hovercraft. That's it.
They're barely land speeders. Like they're land speeders with a little bit more height. So this entire episode of this show makes no sense.
Well, it's just like we were talking about.
They could have used A-wings, maybe. Maybe A-wings would have made sense. I was annoyed when people were calling them A-wings. Like they didn't even know they were.
Who was calling them A-wings?
A lot of the more stand side things.
And a better question is, why didn't they just steal the transport that she landed?
Again, doesn't make sense.
She had the keys to it, right? It was her transport. She landed it.
Yeah.
They could have literally. Okay. And then, of course, you got Reva, Reva, nobody cares, leading all the rest of the, well, I like to make fun of her, Darth Tantrum, coming out and leading all the Inquisitors and all the troops and stuff like that. Like, she just like points her lightsaber. And like, all the stormtroopers that were surrounding them, there weren't that many. I mean, now by Reva there was, but the rest of the stormtroopers, there weren't that many. So I was kind of hoping you could see Obi-Wan was kind of fidgeting, right? He kind of looked like he was going to have to do something big. I was hoping for
battle.
Not a light. It wouldn't have been a lightsaber battle, but I was thinking like maybe a giant force push to like catapult all those dudes behind them so they could run for it. And then the ones in front of them with Reva would start firing, and then he could pull out his lightsaber and start blocking them. But Reva's, gaining traction, and the Inquisitors are.
I mean, let him do something cool.
Yeah, why didn't they did something that was so lame? And it's like we're flying, and I'm just like, okay.
This brings up the same thing that I've had issues with the entire time. In Rebels, when Vader shows up, because they are pissing off the Empire, Tarkin sends Vader to go clean up the mess. Vader is the one who cleans up the mess. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no reason why, like, if this it just doesn't make sense.
He was fashionably late.
Yeah,
he's getting his hair did.
I'm just saying, like, how if that scene was reversed and we had another little glimpse, because we're almost done with the show, and we had another little glimpse of Vader and him, and you just see the terror. Like, I mean, Reva's not intimidating. She is like a pushy girl in yoga pants. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, it looks like she should be at an EDC carnival, and she's online to get her next Coors Light.
Yeah, she has the personality of a wet mop. And quite frankly, the whole excuse, well, I let them go. It's like, no, you didn't let them go. You put a tracking device conveniently in the droid. Like, okay, I can buy that.
Yeah,
but
that's
the fact that she lied straight to Anakin, who is Darth Vader, when he's still in the prime of his life, I figured he would know that's bullshit. And I honestly, and I know they would never do it, but like that should have been the moment where I put a tracking device on him, and he'd been like,
good.
He would have been like, just would have said good.
Okay, and so he would be like, so why do I need you anymore?
Yeah, exactly, something like that, and he dead.
But nothing's gonna happen to her.
She is the chosen one.
That's gonna be that way from now on, and anything that isn't anything from Disney. If you are some type of anything that's not what is R2 leaving because I'm going to say something controversial?
No. I have no idea. He probably just had to back out. But
if you're the color of 3/4 of this panel, you're the only person who'll die. I'm just And
sorry, I had to sneeze.
I was
sneeze on camera.
I have to be honest. I like what's her name as a spy. The chick from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. She's a great actress, and
when she told me, forever. she's like, tell me you're a spy, and she's like, I am. And the look on Reva's face was the only time I was like, oh, she does have emotion. Wow, like she had this look of shock, and I was just like, okay, I'll kind of dig that. And then she started going into the spiel, and then of course, the angry person came back, and she's like, I don't know if I believe you, but we're gonna find out. And I'm just like, okay.
And the other thing that annoys me is you put so much time in actually making good makeup for the fifth brother and the other sister. Like, you put time in putting them into makeup and all that, and all you have them there to do is be set pieces.
Yeah,
they're just there to be like.
I didn't realize that the fifth brother is Han from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, which means like they must have had a different storyline with him getting a lot more dialogue. Like,
really? You have Han from the Fast and the Furious, and he's playing a punk?
He's playing someone that doesn't get any freaking screen time.
Okay.
That's a waste of a good actor.
Well, just even think about it this way. What is it? With Cal Kestis, I can't think. Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Fallen Order. So Reva is third sister, right? She's third sister. Second sister in that show
in the game.
In the game, I'm sorry, thank you. Was 10 times better written and much more intimidating with the helmet on. Like it would have been so easy to put Reva in some type of a helmet, or even Anna, that Star Wars girl, colored her eyes in like yellowish red and put like this dark streak across her face, like black makeup almost, made her much more intimidating. Instead of just little Jedi girl who got kidnapped from the temple. It's just lazy. And I don't think that it completely makes sense that she's going to have this change of heart, and then of course at the end of the show, she saves Luke and Darth Vader kills her and blah blah blah. And it's going to be lame. It's going to be lame.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Archie's comments.
Hey, we got Thomas the Gilk Man here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Thomas.
And even Thomas is I don't, he says there are things about the show that he likes, and I completely agree with him. There are things about the show that I have liked and that aren't horrible. So it's just I think hoping it gets better these last couple episodes, because it really needs to build, in my opinion.
I think the problem is what the show means to Star Wars is probably worse than what the show is.
Yes.
The show is not as bad. But the connotations and the effect it has on Star Wars in general is the problem. The fact that they're not caring about canon or about prior Lucas creations, and specifically the original trilogy and how that plays out, is a big issue. You can't have the end of this thing being Riva mind wiping Leia. And then I like people putting on the memes of like, oh, now we really know why she calls her son Ben, because of Obi-Wan rescuing her as a kid. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna like, I can't take that. I can't take this like historical retcons. It's
a little much in my opinion. So I just, we got a new episode coming out next week. Obviously, I'm sure we'll be discussing. Thomas says, I'm going to cheer if Darth Vader kills her so much. I almost guarantee he's going to kill her. And I'm assuming if she is getting her own show, it's going to be an offshoot, like right before maybe her trying to track down Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you never see Obi-Wan, so she's just trying to follow his trail. I agree with you, Thomas. I don't hate the show, but I don't love it either. Yeah. And I think I just think that it needed people with much more attention to detail. It's just so almost mundane, with moments of like, oh, that's good. Like we were talking about, I know you weren't here earlier, but we were talking about like the crypt scene where all the Jedi are encased in amber. That was like, whoa, that was dark. I like that. It was screwed up. I did like that. So there are definitely things about it. We'll just, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Reva show. Reva. For me, Star Wars is great, but it's not something that's super important to me like it is to be. No, I can understand that. So now that Phil's back, who wants to talk about Miss Marvel?
OMG, Miss Marvel's so cute. OMG, she's queen. OMG.
So Phil and I both watched Miss Marvel. Phil, what would you, if you had to rate the episode just hands off, right now before discussing it, what would you say out of 10?
4.5. The 0.5 only because the actress is cute. That's about it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, she's 19, so feels good. He's only a couple years older than her.
Okay.
He's only a couple years older.
I did not know how old she was. I was like, Phil.
No. She's an adult. She's an adult. Phil's good to go.
Before I watch the show, just in case.
Well, I was pulling up. I was pulling up like the information as I was watching the show because I was wondering about things. So I was like, yeah, and they, obviously they show her she's 19. So I'll give it probably a flat 5. And it's because I think during the middle, I think it got a little bit better. And I know that's not saying a whole lot. I think the actress in her, I'll say this, the actress in the Marvels. So the 19-year-old actress in the Marvels is going to be better than the other actresses in it. She's going to be better than Brie Larson. She's going to be better than the other Monica Rambeau. She as a 19-year-old can already act better than those two combined. I swear to God.
Well,
I'm
let's be fair.
Kind of curious. Is this like fresh off the boat with superpowers?
Yeah, she gets her superpowers like halfway through the episode, so it's really quick.
But I'm just saying, is this looking similar to like Blackish or Fresh Off the Boat, but you're adding in the power element to it? So you have the main character of a subset of society that is very specific, and you have the story based around that cultural concept.
Yeah. So apparently the bracelet came from her grandmother. She didn't say this looks very 90s. Apparently she says this looks like Nona's or something like that, and it sounded like 90s. So that she didn't make that comment. That was a mistake that a lot of people had from the trailer. Like, what does it look like 90s? Like, no, it does. It's not 90s. Thomas said, I kind of enjoyed Miss Marvel. I like design to the episode and the post-credit scene. JT said, I am eating now.
Good.
Eating a giant penis.
Well, I think this, like, her acting is good. I think the acting was, like, for the entire show, all right. It didn't really impress me.
Yeah.
What do we think about Mr. Friendzone?
Oh, her best friend.
Oh, he's going to get out of the friend zone.
Oh yeah, no, they had a. JT says, "Bro, really? Yeah, really? I said it." I appreciate you stopping by, man. That's cool you stopped by, just even while you're making dinner. He's gonna get out of the friend zone. They had a moment on the roof. Now look, she was like grounded or something, or she was in trouble. And then all of a sudden, like her best friend was like, meet me on the roof. And then they met each other on the roof. Do they live in the same building? That really confused me. They didn't really put that to any context to that. So her mom got mad at her for sneaking out to Avengers Con, but she snuck out of her room to go to the roof with her best friends, like after dark. It was very strange. That didn't make sense.
Yeah,
just reported this channel.
I
just beat one content strike. Bring it on.
I watched the show on like double speed. I didn't really watch it. I could watch it with subtitles double speed because I didn't want to put myself through it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
I think it's probably got more heart to it than say Hawkeye or WandaVision or Loki did. I would admit that. And I agree with Phil. It all comes down to the actress they picked. They found someone that's very endearing.
Yes.
So far.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that the characteristics of her don't make sense. You cannot be overconfident and socially awkward. Right? That doesn't work.
She doesn't really portray a whole lot of overconfidence. It's she's putting on an act. She's very socially awkward and she doesn't believe in herself. And it seems like she thinks that by becoming a superhero, it's going to make her somebody special. R2 looks bored. Well, he's actually the man in the chair right now. So, and he didn't really watch Miss Marvel. So,
he's our IT girl.
Yeah, I think he's just glad we're done talking about Obi-Wan, so he doesn't have to drink himself to death. Yeah. So I think she does do a very good job. She okay. Thanks, dude. Why did you leave it on the screen?
Why did he not do that in the private one?
I think he's just being a smart ass.
What do we think she'll end up with her actual powers, or do we think we're going to stay with this like energy field thing?
I'm kind of catching maybe the fact that this has something to do with the legacy. So like the grandmother sends a box and she starts opening the box. And her mom is, she's like, oh, your Nona's probably just sending a bunch of junk or something like that. Because apparently the mom has like this huge issue with her mother, because she's like, I was like you. I had my head in the clouds. I wasn't focused on life. I was always daydreaming. And she's like, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to basically be better. But she almost comes off like severely overbearing and very unlikable. The dad is very likable. I think he plays a really good role. They have a pretty good I think her and the fatherly role, they have good chemistry when they talk to each other. It's pretty believable. Even the best friends, I think he does a good job when he interacts with her. It's very believable. The mom just comes off very unlikable, much kind of like Reva does. Just very unlikable, very stern.
Because that's supposed to be the way the mom is. It's supposed to be the is that a cultural thing? It could be an overbearing.
Well, I would say in minority families, yes, the parents can be very overbearing. But the thing is, though, is that it's like the mom doesn't believe in her, but the dad does, because they even have like this interaction where I forgot what they were talking about, but the mother's like Kamala is talking to her parents, and the mom is like, "No, you can't," and then the dad turns and looks and says, "Yes, you can," and it's like he believes in her. But there is a moment where she like kind of blows up on them because they don't want to let her go to Avengers Con unless her father goes with her, and
she dresses up as the Hulk.
Yeah, it's like a very like bad version of the Hulk. It looks like they kind of took like some.
Well, that's a con. How many? We saw outfits that weren't that.
She gets really mad because they won't let her go, and she's 16. So her mom's being super overbearing, and her mom was like, well, it's either this or you don't get to go at all. She kind of blows up. She says something not nice to her dad, and then of course you can see that the mom still just being one dimensional, just like angry mom or like overbearing mom. The dad, you can actually see he's actually kind of hurt by the question. How did she get her powers? She got her powers. We were on it. So they got this box from their grandmother. She pulls out and she's like, oh, was this Nona's or something like that? And so the mom actually grabs it from her and she says, no, that's nothing. And she throws it in the box. And then she grabs the box, closes it up and puts it in the attic. So that makes me think the mom knows something about the super powered bracelet she puts on.
So is it supposed to be like sort of more related to Shang-Chi then? Like
no, it's not. It's this Shang-Chi.
They didn't want to give. Yeah, go ahead.
This seems like it's a family heirloom.
No, but I'm saying a similar type of passed down mythical weapon.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
They're trying to take her away from the Inhumans aspect and put it more towards Doctor Strange's path.
Yeah, so they're putting her more on the Green Lantern path.
No, but I'm just saying the way the power comes out.
If you talk, in Marvel terms, yes, you will be like more towards the Doctor Strange path. But in general, Ryan has a point. She's more like the
and the way the powers are manifesting.
Yeah,
the way
it's not
like the Green Lantern.
Yeah, but it's not magic because it can't be magic because magic is against Muslim faith. So it has to be. She calls it cosmic. So
and that's because she has a big hard on for Captain Marvel.
But at the same time, though, they can't call it magic because, like I said, the Muslim community doesn't believe in magic. It's a sin almost.
So it's a catch-22.
She gets her powers from a blast in the video game. That's well, I didn't play the video game, and I don't know many people that did. So I heard it was
I played. Is he talking about the Avengers game?
Yeah.
I played it.
Okay,
so my question: this is Jersey City is taking place, right?
Yeah.
Is there do we see any heroes that should be in the area in that time frame? Like, are there any? Like, not even Spider-Man swinging through a skyline?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Like, all right. So
we don't see any heroes, and not any of the Avengers or the solo heroes in here.
Do we expect a cameo by the end by anyone?
Probably Miss Marvel or Monica Rambeau, maybe, to set up the Marvels. But that's about it. Maybe.
I think if we're gonna get one, it's probably gonna be Brie Larson. I think it would be Brie Larson because technically Brie Larson is supposed to be kind of the lead of the movie, even though it is the Marvels. They changed it. But I think they still have to like put some symbolism there that it's going to be Brie Larson. So I could be wrong. It could be Monica Rambeau because maybe Brie Larson doesn't want to do it. I don't know. But she did. I remember Brie Larson posted on Twitter or something like that like a little while ago. I think around the time the show wrapped up filming or something like that. She's like, oh, got to go back to doing the acting thing. And so I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it we'll see. JT says, "Can we get a hero not in New York, like in Texas or Florida?" No, they don't.
I
They
think,
don't.
like, at
They don't.
least
They don't
90
make. They don't make heroes in Texas or Florida because they're bad red states.
You can only
Yeah, I
get
think-
California and New York.
Yeah, because I went to
And
this Marvel
Chicago.
Expo last year, and it talked about the history of Marvel. And if I remember correctly, the reason why Stan Lee based like at least 90% of the heroes in New York is because he lived in there, and that was the city where he knew the best. So he wanted to be like
And so did
genuine
every
about it.
other artist in the time for.
Yeah, well, I
Marvel.
mean, it's just artist creativity. I mean, I was just making a joke because in today's world,
and iconography.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a city gives you more people to have issues with. But I thought Ghost Rider took place outside of New York. Didn't Ghost Rider
still
take
takes
place
place in
in
New York.
Is the original comics still took place in New York?
Maybe not the original comics.
Because I always picture like Vegas for some reason.
I'll just say this one of the issues that modern day comic book writers have with like, you know, Clark Kent's Superman is because he's raised in a small town by homegrown good salt of the earth folks, not any like weirdo-ness. And so that's why you see in the new comic where they turn what's his name, the son, gosh darn it, Jonathan Kent, they turn him into, you know, a big old, you know, it's in the very big city of Metropolis. So it's like, because they don't want that homegrown hero kind of thing. It's just it doesn't fit with their, you know, their American ideologies, that, you know, it's truth, justice, in the American way. It's not the American way anymore. It's truth, justice, and a better tomorrow, which is the biggest piece of shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sorry. When you start changing, Superman was one of my favorite heroes for the longest time, so it just really kind of bothered me. So we can't get a superheroes in Arkansas.
Maybe it's a possibility. Why not?
They're
We
too
have
busy.
moonshine power.
They got the power of the moonshine.
Moonshine.
Well,
okay. Phil said South Bank pedestrian footbridge, Melbourne is where Ghost Rider is located. Okay.
Melbourne.
That's what the Google told me. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that was.
Did you call it the Google?
Yes,
gonna pull up the Google.
I called the beautiful Google. Me and Google, our relationship is getting pretty serious. Next month, I might put a ring on it.
Phil, you're in timeout.
That's my crazy dog back there.
we got to write this wrong. We can't have Phil trade places with the white man.
I mean, I feel so discriminated. I'm underneath the white man. I should be at top.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. I'm an ally.
Yeah,
Please don't cancel me. I am part of the team.
Okay.
So
now everything's.
One thing that I did like about Wait.
Did you say place of origin was Illinois?
Who?
The Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze said place of origin was DeKalb, Illinois.
DeKalb, Illinois. That's like 40-ish minutes from me.
That's the character's biography. Like if you John. Like
so then maybe like the bulk of the story takes place in like Chicago or something. Because it's like a city ridden with crime. It's always a city ridden with crime.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying the writers are both from like Texas or something. So
okay.
I think that's why it's a Western feel and stuff like that. So I think that's why they tried to make it more of a, I guess, lawless area.
Yeah. I liked the first Ghost Rider movie. I thought it was well done.
I think the effects in the second were actually pretty good. The way they changed how they did the skull, I think that was actually nice.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. I really.
The story was good, but the effects were good.
Yeah, I liked. I was excited to see the second one. I didn't hate it, but I think the first one is by far superior. So when they go to MegaCon, obviously she hasn't put the bracelet on yet. Sorry, Avenger. Yeah, we were at MegaCon. AvengerCon, the very first AvengerCon ever. And one thing that kind of irked me in the beginning of the episode is that like she go figure, she's a YouTuber, by the way, and she does these like little shorts where she puts together like stuff with like Captain Marvel, and it's like, oh, Captain Marvel was the bestest, and the Avengers couldn't have beaten Thanos without her. They were pretty beaten up. And it's just that the first 5 minutes, I almost turned it off because I was so agitated, because I know she's supposed to be like a Captain Marvel super fan, but you literally just kind of like vomited all over the previous heroes. And it like really peeved me off.
And also, come on, Captain Marvel she got knocked out of the freaking end of the movie.
And she said in the little short, and she's like, Captain Marvel punched Thanos and he went flying. And I'm like, what? Like, that didn't happen.
No, she went flying.
Yeah, like that didn't happen. Like, what are you talking about? So I know it's from the fantasy of like a teenage high school girl, but it's like, let's not make it so super obnoxious.
Is it supposed to be meta? Like, is it some way supposed to be meta? Like, hey, we understand that there's a lot of people like this that are rewriting certain.
Well,
I can't tell if the show's smart enough, whoever's writing it, to actually be like, hey, we're going to show you what a lot of the Marvel stands are like. And
well, here's the thing.
JT says fake news.
I did hear before Endgame came out that Captain Marvel was going to get one punch Thanos and be the one who essentially beats who essentially is the hero of the day at the end.
I could see it.
And then the backlash of Captain Marvel came out, and then they did the ending that we initially have today.
I don't think the Russo brothers would have.
No,
the Russo brothers didn't want her in there.
Kevin Feige is the one who wanted her in there, and Kevin Feige is the one who wanted her to be kind of like the big hero of the day. And the Russo brothers told him, absolute fucking not. He's like, this is the final go round for the original Avengers. He's like, they will be the ones. So that's why she was punched to the moon. And that is probably the only part where Thanos was cheered, is when he skyrocketed her to the moon.
That was loud in my
The look on her face, I loved it too, is because Brie Larson had to have this look of horror on her face when she was just like, boom, and it's just like, goodbye. See ya.
He used the same stone her powers come from.
No, hers came from the Tesseract. From the space stone.
All right,
he used the power stone. No, you're good, dude.
Power stone.
He used the power stone. So, which some people are a little grumpy. That's like, well, Thanos had to use a stone. I'm like, well, she does get her powers from a stone, and so anyway. But I think probably the best part is when she puts the bracelet on. They do this slow motion where like you see this like almost like a plasma energy starts surrounding her arm and going up her body, and it does like this slow motion around her. And I thought the effects of that I really liked, because you could see like all the like the flashing lights of like Avengers Con, but at the same time you could see the effects of like, and I was like, okay, you put a little bit of heart into it, you put some detail. I liked that. And then of course when she ended up accidentally using the power and kind of like everybody's like, oh, how'd she do that? They thought it was like an effect of her cosplay costume. She accidentally punched the JT says, I'm bored. I don't know. What do you want? You can jump on the panel, you jerk.
Did you finish eating, right, JT? You had your dinner done.
I mean, we're going to finish talking about this, and then we're going to talk about Jurassic World. It's going to be done. So, I mean, we're going to be done probably in the next 30 minutes. So yeah, anyway, she kind of caused her own problem with, not knowing how to use the power. So he says, I'm going to watch Astro. You know what, dude? Go fuck off. Like, we're not friends right now. Don't talk to me until tomorrow.
JT's upset that we're talking about stuff that he doesn't watch.
Well, yeah, because he tells us, he's like, dude, you don't have to watch it. And I was like, I know, but I'm like, people want to know. So, no, much love to JT. I'm just giving him crap. So anyway, Ant-Man's head falls. Like her one of her schoolmates, who she's kind of like frenemies with ish, dressed up like Captain Marvel, and she's like, what's she doing here? So it's like this rivalry. Anyway, she gets hit by Thor's hammer.
I've seen that clip. How is she not like broken?
Okay, yeah, no, I know. I thought that too. I was like, she just got slammed with the hammer. I'm like, oh my god. Really, R2? You know what?
You're fine. You're fine.
Go eat a dick, fucker. Go eat a giant dick. No, I'm just kidding. Oh wow. Wow. Well, you are clipped, so I hope you clip that. Be about time you clipped yourself for once. So anyway, she saves her, the girl from her school. She jumps reaches out, and it was actually a pretty cool save. But no, her best friend grabs her and they bolt, which I preferred, because I was really going to be irritated if she stuck around and everybody's going to be like, she's so wonderful and it's so great. And I was just like, so yeah, no, they didn't do that. I thought that was good story development. So they did leave, and she hasn't figured out how to use her powers. So it's not like she knows how to do it. I think they might
didn't Ray Skywalker.
They didn't do it. They didn't pull a Ray Skywalker.
Are they trying to make her like a Spider-Man?
Yeah, they're trying to make it where she's trying to figure out her powers, which I'm fine with.
Oh, no, I'm fine with that, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
Is it written kind of like Spider-Verse? Like, is it written like where I'm just wondering if they're trying to take tropes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But then again, I think we do need to see the second episode to see are they gonna like try to jump 18 steps ahead. So we'll see on that one. But yeah, if I didn't hate it. There does have moments that kind of intrigued me, because it looks like they're trying to build the characters better with an actual story arc. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I think the writing is better than Kenobi right now. I'm being serious.
Yeah, I was actually going to make that statement in a few seconds too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better than Kenobi right now, the writing. So, which is almost blasphemous.
So, first episode wise, out of the Marvel shows, is this better than Moon Knight was?
I think Moon Knight was a bit better.
I think Moon Knight was better because this is more geared towards, like 12-year-olds.
Like a freeform show?
Maybe 13, 14-year-olds. Yeah, it's geared towards a younger audience, but I could see how their adult parents who are Marvel fans aren't going to hate to watch it, except for that first 5 minutes. So. Yeah,
because spoiler alert, the first 5 minutes saying, I'm Jay, I'm totally a YouTube influencer or an internet influencer. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how we got Brie Larson is queen. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
Hey, Fate.
Hey, Fate.
It's like Tom's soul is dying. So who wants to go over some Jurassic World comments?
Sure. Why not?
Well, like I said, I saw it and I liked it, and then we'll kind of leave it at that. So, So right now we're just going to kind of take a look here real quick. Yes. So basically what we got on the tomato meter, we got 33%, 264 reviews, and we have an 80% from the audience with 1,000+ verified reviews. So with that being said, let's take a look at the critics' reviews first. Hopefully I clicked the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. All right, here we go. So yeah, we got the Wall Street Journal. Colin Trevorrow has done something nearly as astonishing in Jurassic World Dominion as he made a dinosaur's doll. This 165 million effects extravaganza is built atop a script worthy of a board game. And if they made this for 165 million, like, I think that's pretty good for the effects of it, if you want my honest opinion. We got I have a feeling I just wasted my time with these dinosaurs in the process of civilization. Arguably the worst entry in the series. After sitting through this sequel, I'm ready for the Jurassic franchise to go the way of the real dinosaurs. That is not a fan. That is not a fan. That's a soy boy bitch. I'm sorry. That's not a fan. Like, whether or not you like the movie, like, to say that the Jurassic franchise needs to go away, that's not a fan. Yet another overwrought, clunky, asinine, and overlong sausage from Hollywood Sausage Factory. I don't know. The New York City movie guru. Oh, wow. It's a movie guru. Once a technological movie marvel, Jurassic World Dominion further consigns every this raptor and that Atosaurus as any other movie. Kaiju Cogs is just another loud computer-generated creature feature. The habitual life or death confrontations soon become routine exercise that is numb us into submission.
Do you think they had bad timing going after Top Gun?
No, I don't think so because they're very different movies.
No, I'm just saying about some of the effects related issues people are having or comments or whatever. Is it because Top Gun came out and basically had like minimal CG and you have this big CG fest? Like, do you think that's a detrimental to, or am I wrong?
Hold on. Okay.
R2 and Phil both had to mute.
No, it's. I'll have to put that up. Okay, that's funny. Let me share my Twitter. Rick went over to Astro's chat. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen yet, so let me just click on it first because we don't want to share DMs. And then we'll wrap it up. You know what? We'll wrap it up after this because the critics are idiots. Here we go. He says JT is two-timing us over at Legion Talks. That's funny. So basically, what I want everybody to derive from this is that these people that they don't know what they're talking about. They're going to bash the movie the way they can. They're going to do it like they did Top Gun because they were writing articles about how it's not a good movie or about how it doesn't have there was even an article I saw trying to talk about the female from this movie, she's like Hispanic or whatever. She's such a shining light. And then of course, you see in the comments, it's like people are like, oh, I was going to watch this, but now that I know that it's full of garbage, I'm not going to watch it. So I think they're going to start, especially
is that the black girl from the trailer?
No. This is for Top Gun.
Okay.
The black girl from the trailer that's with Owen. She is actually, yes, she is a member of the LGBTQ community. But you know what? She's badass, and she has a story, and she's actually got character development. She's just not like badass to be badass.
So my question is,
she doesn't like go over the top and like
character inform her character. Or
no,
is it something they threw in just to throw in?
No, you don't find out till later because there's a line where she asks Owen about Claire, and she's like, "You really love her, don't you?" And he's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Yeah, I can understand that. I like redheads too." That's all she says. That's it.
That doesn't mean that she's
that doesn't mean that.
Well, they allude to it, and then at the end of the movie, you see her talking to like a female medic, and she's kind of talking up what happened about how so you can tell no, she's actually not a redhead, which is ironic because there was a female medic later on in it that was a redhead, but no, there's no garbage in it. I think
she could just be greedy, she could be bi.
I mean, she could, but I think she's a good character. She's she has a background that would make sense for the fact.
Is she Malcolm's daughter?
No, she's not Malcolm's daughter. No. She's not.
I know we were theorizing that possibility.
Yeah, she's not Malcolm's daughter.
Right.
She but her background makes sense. Like Owen Grady's background makes sense for one reason that she is a very likable character. She's not overbearing. None of them are overbearing or obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, I think the characters are well written. I like the like I said, the story is very basic. It doesn't have a whole lot of super detail to it. It's just the original cast and the new cast, they're great together.
Would she have been a better Reva?
Yes, by far. By far. Because she can actually play more than just angry and angrier.
Now, really quick, I just want to say there's a moment in the previews where you see her and Owen.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they got, and this might be wrong, you don't have to correct me on it. It looks like they got knives, and they're gonna fight a raptor of some kind.
Pyroraptor.
And It reminds me of what was the movie that just came out this past year or last summer that he did on Amazon? Where they send you into the future.
Future War?
I think so. It made me think of that ending in that movie where it's him and his dad and they got a knife and they're fighting the monster.
Yeah, no.
In the snow.
Yeah, it's not that. And she actually has a taser. She has a Biosyn taser, which of course Biosyn has been all over the franchise, so it should be a shock if anybody not know what Biosyn is. They were a company that was competing with InGen to try to make dinosaurs, but since InGen went under, obviously
that's who Dogson worked for.
Yes. Oh, Tom, go.
Thanos snapped.
He couldn't handle the dino. He's like, oh, you're sharing too much.
I'm sorry. I know I interrupted you. Let me go back to finishing though. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. You're asking.
My head.
You're asking questions. There's Tom. He's back.
I guess
I Thanos snapped him back. You're welcome.
I'll put it this way: you can say yes or no if you'd like to, but my question is: are the original big three in this a third of the movie?
A third? Like, is there only in it?
Well, like typically movies have, right? They have a first act, a middle act, and an ending.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, the big three from the original.
I would say they come in probably.
No, not when they come in. I'm saying like total length of maybe what they're in for the movie. Are they in a third of it?
No, they're in it for more than that.
More than that. Okay, cool.
They're in it for more than that.
How much is the proper amount of respects paid to them?
Massive respect.
So it's like Afterlife. It's not.
Yeah, no, massive respect, and
so it's better than what Star Wars has been doing with their legacy.
Oh, absolutely, massive respect, and there's also respect paid to the new characters too, because obviously they're all kind of specialists in their field, and so it's fun to watch them interact because there's no nonsense. There's no nonsense. Yeah, I like it.
Does Malcolm see an even bigger pile of shit in this movie?
No, he doesn't see a bigger pile of shit.
Oh, okay, because that would have been a great callback.
Yeah, no, I know that would have been. There are some great nostalgic callbacks, and there is a great nostalgic callback with Ian Malcolm. But they even actually take it to the next level, which I really liked.
So I'm gonna ask, and don't tell me, but do we hear "Must Go Faster"?
No.
Do we get an even longer scene of Ian Malcolm with no shirt on, breathing heavily?
No. He didn't take his shirt off.
No. Okay. This movie's ruined for me now.
Wait.
Sorry.
Does Pratt end up with his shirt off?
Mm-mm.
Right,
does Claire end up with her shirt off?
Well, okay, actually, no.
Wait,
no. Claire doesn't end up with her shirt off, but there's a moment where because Claire's wearing like a tank top, so she's like kind of like bending over, and she's doing something, and so there is a little bit of a callback because Ian does his shirt does get unbuttoned slightly, and he looks down and he kind of like buttons it up. So I think it is a little bit of a callback. Okay, I take that back. I was wrong. JT says you're still on side boob. No, top boob, top boobs. You get a good shot of cleavage.
That's more than anything you get in a Disney film now, or Marvel or Star Wars.
No, I think it's very well done. I don't think it overplays the nostalgia. It doesn't rely on it. There's some great callbacks to it, obviously, but it doesn't rely on it. It relies on a new story about which literally kicks off in the beginning of the movie. So, I mean, literally from probably 10, 20 minutes in, the movie's off and running with what they have to accomplish. So it doesn't sit around. I mean, it builds in certain ways, but yeah, it doesn't kind of lollygag with a bunch of filler crap. So
I will also point out that splash from the end is from the Jurassic Park ride.
I have not been on the Jurassic World ride. I've been on the Jurassic Park ride years ago, but I need to ride Jurassic World because I love Jurassic World.
The Jurassic Park River Adventure has not been updated here.
Speaking of Jurassic Park the Ride out in Florida, Legion's going to be on a channel in the next couple days.
Uh-oh, that channel's so
Talk about
screwed.
Something.
So screwed.
What are we talking about in a couple days?
Just a little movie called Jurassic Park. I don't know if some people have heard of it.
And then, Tom, we talked about something. Does that mean that in the following week we might talk about a certain ride?
I think we could. Yeah, I think that's highly possible.
Interesting.
Highly possible.
Dude, you're such a dork.
I know.
That's why you fit in here. So we're all such dorks.
I've been on both rides, by the way.
Oh, you bastard.
But he has not been on the Velocicoaster yet.
I've not been on Velocicoaster. And
No, you didn't, JT.
They have since updated Jurassic World further at Universal in Hollywood. They did add some things to it after we had been on there. And I don't know if they were intentional or if they did them on hindsight, because if you've been on the Jurassic Park ride and Jurassic World, they are very similar. Jurassic World was just built on top of Jurassic Park, but there's that scene before you kind of go up the conveyor belt into the building, and on the Jurassic World to the left of you, there's like a big, it's like make you think like you're next to the Tyrannosaurus paddock, and there's like a zoo information sign. And they had it up, and it was this really cool sign. But now it's been busted through, and they've got the Indominus Rex coming out through the hole.
Mm-hmm. Boo, the Indominus Rex.
So the conveyor scene is different than in World, than by a lot.
Well, yeah, it's a little different. There's more going on now because you've got so in Jurassic World, yeah, when you kind of get to that scene.
You also have a lot of screens in it.
You've got it. Yeah, there's more screens. So, see, we should save all this for when we talk about it.
Yeah. We should save it.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Top Gun, phenomenal sequel movie. Go see it if you have not seen it. Jurassic World, a great way to end the Jurassic World Dominion. A great way to end the Jurassic World franchise. Let's just say it has a very, very satisfying ending to it. Next week, we will be talking spoilers, so where everybody gets a chance to see it. I'll probably actually finish my Jurassic World review where there will be spoilers, so don't watch it if you haven't seen the movie, because I'm going to break that motherfucker down, because quiet birdie. Beardy.
Wait.
I didn't say that, JT, by the way. That was your partner, but yeah, quiet Beardy. When I come to Arizona, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm also gonna say this. I think R2 called him. Someone called R2 clipped instead by accident earlier. That's probably a different connotation than clips.
Did it have a T in it?
I heard clipped. So
yes, he is clips because he clips things and makes memes out of it. Which we need to play one of the. Here you go. Yeah, needed to play that.
Next time Ryan's in Orlando, we'll update that with him being on the Jurassic Park ride.
He says I don't live in Arizona. I thought you lived in Arizona. Yeah, you do. Oh, is he trying to be mysterious? Like, it's like, dude, it's a giant state. I live in Florida. Who cares?
Yeah, and then after you go on the ride, you can go inside the giant industrial hair dryer and dry yourself off.
That's $5.
Oh, I'm clipping that.
Yeah. You're gonna have to put a penis in his hand.
No, I clip things. I don't Photoshop them. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's $5 now.
That's $5
to dry yourself.
Is it really?
I think so. Yeah.
I think when because we did that too. We blew ourselves in that thing. It was only $2 to get blown after you go on Jurassic Park, and now it's $5, man. Goddamn inflation.
Girls are desperate this day and age.
Oh no.
No.
See what happens when it's just us guys? We need Tabitha back on next time to make things
Oh,
look
we
better.
need Maria on. I'm gonna call her Maria.
Yeah, I've talked to Maria. We want to work to get Maria on too. So hopefully in the future when things kind of ease up with her schedule and stuff like that.
Yeah, we need that chick from After the Weekend, whatever her name was, Maria. I can't remember.
Whoa, are you being sexist, Phil?
Maybe I don't know.
Phil's trying to activate his simp mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next thing he's gonna be like, yeah, we need to get the girls on and have booty music on.
All the big girls get loose with it. All the skinny girls let Bruce hit it. Let it play.
Well, we already got the guy from After the Weekend, and we don't have the nerd from After the Weekend or the girl from After the Weekend. We need the trifecta.
What?
I don't know. I just let Phil talk.
Guy After the Weekend.
So
right?
Archer's the guy, JT's the nerd.
Yes.
No, he's beardy.
Yeah.
He's beardy.
I'm clippy. I cut the beard.
So let's go around the horn here before this gets any more off track. Phil, what do you got coming up, man?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to have an interview with comics and cosmetics.
Okay. Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh yeah,
she lives in Arizona.
She was on Tabitha's channel. They painted, so that was cool.
And I was going to have a Stargate stream tomorrow, but some reasons I'm pushing that back. Partially so I can have like Maria on my channel to when that happens. And I'm also still looking for people to come on too. If you guys want to come on to the Stargate stream, let me know.
Talking about the movie, talking about the show.
Talking about the movie or the show?
The movie.
Like the movie. I know about the movie.
Yeah,
love the movie.
1994 movie.
Okay,
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. No, I love the movie. I still know a whole lot about the show. I've only seen
the show is pretty good.
I've heard it's good, but I've only seen small amounts of it. So
I've seen some episodes of SG1 on Netflix. It's on Netflix. I'm on season 2 on Netflix.
I've seen all of it.
Mr. Rogue Disney.
Well, I have a video dropping tomorrow about I don't remember now. So you're gonna have to see. I'm sorry. It's not for the other channel. It's for my own. I did like 7 videos yesterday, and now I don't remember what's what. So I'm sorry. It's getting a little hectic. I do plan to eventually be doing talks about some things with the guy on my whichever direction it is. I've had a lot of gin. I'm sorry.
Dude,
but
it's my second glass of whiskey.
This was mostly gin.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
And we were talking about Kenobi, and you need to get my head straight.
You're like, I don't like talking about things that make me sad.
No, I don't.
It's because Tom is so short. He can't handle.
Who was popping in for a second? Oh, hey. You were finished with Astro?
Who you calling nerd?
Now.
I'll be right.
You know, I was gonna buy you something really nice, and I'm not gonna buy it now.
Well, you know, nerd is my way of complimenting you. Nerds are cool.
Yeah, but I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek.
He's beery.
Okay, I'm sorry. I misworded him. I kind of misgendered him in that fandom.
I think you just made things worse by saying you misgendered him.
So we got the guy up After the Weekend, and not the nerd, the geek.
The other guy.
The other guy.
How about the other guy? Yeah, when you just
we got the other guy who's the geek of After the Weekend, and whatever that girl is named from After the Weekend.
Whatever that girl's name is, God.
2 guys, a girl in 80s movies.
Exactly.
Instead of 2 guys, a girl in the pizza place.
I think I'm thinking about rethinking about coming on Phil's channel.
Oh yeah, I'm having him on next week.
Floor horror is just digging a grave like usual.
Yep.
You know,
he's already close enough to the ground anyway.
I am the future. Sitting on the ground, not having chairs, is the future.
Okay, Phil, how many subscribers you have on your channel?
500.
You're over 500. You don't have a chair.
Hey, I'm not like
Every
Tabitha.
subscriber needs to send you $1 so you can get a chair.
He plays video games like every 3 hours.
Hey, it might depend. I'm not like Tableau, who I have nearly like 600 subs.
He plays like video games every 3 hours. It's amazing.
Phil,
every time I refresh it, he's there.
He's playing like Little Big Planet or Lego. It's like all
he's
or Heavy Rain with Chi-Chi's in it.
He's always doing something.
Okay, so the next game I'm playing is actually not Little Big Planet or Legos. It's actually going to be Avengers.
Okay.
Either Avengers, Kingdom Hearts,
like
or
the
Detroit Become Human.
Avengers game that nobody likes with Miss Marvel.
Or
I didn't like that game.
Where Captain America
Ultimate
dies.
Alliance, yes.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
terrible.
like that game. I stopped
Spoiler
playing.
alert! Spoiler alert! Captain America lives.
Yeah, they bring him back, but like when I found out he died in the very first part of the game and he doesn't come back till the end, I was like, no.
Yeah, that's dumb because we don't really get to play as him.
Yeah, because he's literally my favorite Avenger. Like,
Oh, that's
dude.
like one. That's in the first arc. There's like 4 different arcs you can play in.
Christine the Killer Car says, "Hey, watching you while I'm in the car, waiting on my daughter. By the way, I got my Mini Cooper back yesterday. So happy! Congratulations, nice, nice. It's always nice.
Christine is awesome.
She is very awesome. She's very supportive of many of us. So
Now,
we
Phil, leave your comment at that. Don't add any more to it. Just leave it at that, and you'll be fine.
So
everybody will be happy.
Tuesday, I'm sipping my lips so Saint Rabbits won't come after me.
So, the fuck
are you guys wrapping up?
JT, have you seen Jurassic World?
No, it's only Friday.
Come on, man, get with the program.
I'm going to bootleg it. Wait, maybe I should have said that.
I'm about to say I bootlegged Miss Marvel.
You convinced me to watch Miss Marvel.
You know, I gotta be honest. Like I said, the writing is better than Kenobi.
I guess Legion doesn't know sarcasm.
Oh well, I'm just saying it is better than Kenobi.
It honestly is by.
I know that's not hard to do, but I did enjoy it more than I did the last episode of Kenobi. Because the last episode of Kenobi, I literally shot out of my chair and I'm like, "Thank you! He knows how to be a Jedi again."
Like, oh no, he'll forget again.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll probably forget again. So I was just like,
well,
but
I just want to let you know, Astro was really excited that he hit 100.
I know, I saw that. I haven't had a chance to say congratulations.
Well, you could have. You could have. His stream started early, but an hour before yours.
I was going to say it on Twitter. I was going to say it on Twitter because look, dude.
What a shame.
All right. What do you want to say?
Why does JT always come in and just have so much like sass to go around people? It's like
we should all play Jackbox TV right now.
Yeah, that was fun. Actually,
I was sorry I missed that. I jumped in the chat and I was like, that looked fun. I wish I would have been able to do that. I didn't get home until like after 9 though.
Well,
next time, guys. I'll be there next time.
CC, my butt still hurts from
Who is CC?
Yeah.
Who's
what are you doing to their butt?
Yeah, what?
See, JT kicked my.
I don't want to see your butt.
I want to know what? I want to know who CC is. You keep saying
JT.
His name is CC.
I love you too, bro. I love you too, bro.
That's gonna be JT's new call sign, CC.
Yeah, I'm gonna when I'm next Wednesday at 7:30 Pacific time. I'm gonna introduce myself as CC.
Yeah, he's on Weird People time because he lives on the Pacific
I like how he continues to produce only Pacific time.
See that's better than me because now my nickname after Heavy Rain, like last week, is now Sweet Cheeks.
I mean, I could. Yeah, you guys have to do the math. I mean, I do the math for you all, so you might as well do the math for me.
I know. It's just half the time, man, dude. Like, by the time you start live streaming, I'm like, I'm just like,
that's
okay,
the point of the channel. It's late night.
Hey, yeah. I just like to say I've been there for both episodes.
He has. He's been a good mod.
He's JT's man in the chair.
And Rogue is there. Rogue shows up.
I jumped in the chat to say hi, but usually I fall asleep in the middle of the show.
And you don't even rewatch. You could have learned something really cool about dinosaurs last episode.
And lizards.
Like, I'm already getting comments that I need to do a second video about lizards.
So do you have like you just like the reptilian channel now? Because you had dinosaurs, then you had lizards.
Well, lizards have two dicks.
I did dinosaurs because of Jurassic Park. So
fact.
I got views because of Jurassic Park. People just clicked on my freaking video.
Working the system.
Yeah. So when you come on, I'm just gonna plug it with Disney, Marvel, theme park, rat.
All the things that make him sad.
I'm just gonna ask a question because this is an interesting one. Did anyone else get a survey from YouTube today in the Creator Studio?
Oh, I did. I chose not to do it, but I did.
I got one a couple months ago and I filled it out because I was complaining about the copyright system because it's bullshit. But I don't think they'll ever change it.
I got one
scientific action and about monetization goals, like if it's fair, which is a weird, like, specifically about that. So
I don't think it is. If you want my opinion,
stories don't count towards your views.
The shorts, you mean?
Yeah. Did you know that?
Oh, Christine says, if you're a member of Lorena's channel, I'll be on her channel tomorrow night. Come watch. Yeah. I know Lorena. She's awesome.
Lorena's cool.
She lives in the Florida area too. All of us Florida folk, we're doing it right down here.
You are?
Yeah.
Did you see the new map about 100 miles from the U.S. border? They're allowed to search your house without a warrant. The Border Patrol.
Really?
That's all of Florida.
What's that?
All of Florida.
And Maine, and it's most of LA and San Diego.
Even the Bay Area.
Yeah. Did you not see that map on Twitter?
Because the coast counts as a border.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
And they're also saying it applies to international airports.
They don't want to stop all these losers at the border, but they want to search our houses for what? For losers who cross the border?
No, they can come in for whatever reason. They don't need a warrant.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
They just yes.
Who passed this?
It was last night. I'll find it. Give me a minute.
This has got to be a joke, because if this is
not a joke.
I'm just saying, you don't want to play that game with me. I got
Here,
you'll get
court just passed it. It passed it last night.
He's got a Mandalorian blaster behind him.
No, I have a real blaster, and it's two in the chest and one in the head, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Well, if he
I just put it in the private chat.
This has got to be a joke. You got to be screwed.
It's not a joke. There's an article. There's a Supreme Court article on it, a PDF from the Supreme Court on that tweet.
No fucking way.
I told you. Why would I lie to you?
Well, in our defense, are you? Just wanna.
That's all of Florida.
ACLU.org. Know your rights. 100-mile border zone. American civil. What the fuck?
Look at. But a lot of people are fighting because actually Chicago's not considered on the Canadian border because Michigan's up there. Like Michigan is entirely in the U.S., so they're hoping that that's not true. And this map doesn't show this, but the way it's worded, it could apply to international airports. So if you have an international airport in your area,
yeah, I live close to it,
because they consider that a border.
Oh, I'm gonna look further into this.
I have no problems where I live. I'm fine.
I live.
Unless you live by an international airport, you probably don't.
I don't. I live near a regional one.
But look at Florida. Share that on the screen. What are you doing?
Yeah. I live near a lot of things that probably make me some part of a border.
Look
Yeah, hold on. Dude, this
look at
is
look at like the center of like New England though.
It's not just Texas.
Our whole state is a border.
literally the whole state of Florida is covered.
But look at New England though. There's like a center of New England
that doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Wow, I got really lucky
square
because Illinois not there up there.
Well, yeah.
Like if you scroll through there.
Canada. Wait, how come it doesn't go as thick on certain sides of Hawaii or whatever?
Well, because Hawaii is pretty small.
But shouldn't the whole islands be covered, like the whole thing?
Yeah, look at all.
They're yellow.
Florida.
Florida or Hawaii is yellow.
Yeah.
Wait, but you said it's supposed to be 100 miles?
Hey, there's another map there that most of the U.S. population lives on the side of the.
No,
there's that Michigan thing I told you about.
Florida is more than 100 miles wide, so that shouldn't work that way.
Hey man, it's federal government.
I'm gonna have to look further into this for my other channel. I haven't made a video on my.
It came out last night because everyone was talking about a certain date that happened in 2021 that this thing went under the radar.
I'm just saying that geriatric old bitch in the White House, come get it, son. Come get it. I scared of you.
Why are you picking his gender?
Because he's a man.
Because Ryan's a sexist against men.
You know what's really sad is that I used to be like super like pro government. I loved being in the military. Now I hate the government. I hate them. Like, because now I've seen the inside of it and the inner workings. Like, yeah, the government is screwed up. You should never just trust the government. You gotta trust in yourself. And well, one time I believe as a young kid, I believed in our government, man. I was in the military. I thought they were doing the right thing. It's not to be a naive
like
kid.
Dale from King of the
and
Hill.
remember, this is all Putin's fault.
Oh, it's a Putin price hike. God damn it, Putin.
Did anyone else see the Kimmel thing where Biden literally called to say that all Republicans should be put in jail?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a joke. Everybody who disagrees with them should metaphorically be
they
put
put that
in jail.
Republican in Michigan in jail.
If number 45 would have said that, he would have been executed.
Yeah. Well, look at the hearings they're having. Are they still doing the January 6th hearings?
Probably has less views than the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp
Oh,
trial.
they put it on prime time. Yep. They put it on
did you hear about
time.
the two people that got stuck in a chocolate factory?
Yeah, the M&M Mars.
Violet and
what?
Salt.
They got stuck in a chocolate vat.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that on Wednesday, bro.
Yeah. Christine says, I'm right there with you, Ryan. Yeah.
They Willy Wonka
come and get it, son. Come and get it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that on Wednesday, so I won't ruin it.
Were they looking for the vein?
I don't know. So, bro, get ready.
We're going to talk about chocolate? Cool. I can talk about chocolate. We could mathematically figure out the number of calories in that vat.
Oh, God. And the amount of sugar, that's enough to kill a whole army of people. I get a sweet tooth once in a great while, and I'll have like maybe a Kit Kat or like a Reese's. It's usually only around like my birthday or Christmas because my mom will, she'll send me like a bag of them. But that's like it. Other than that, I don't seek out candy to eat. I don't have a sweet tooth like that.
I knew a girl named Candy. She was pretty sweet.
Was she? Where was she sweet at?
I'm curious now.
Christine says 9 p.m. in Texas and 94 degrees, so hot.
Dude, I was in the pool. Our water was 95.
That's rough.
My pool water hasn't gotten that hot yet.
It's been sweltering here in Florida, and the humidity has been like super high. So you'll go outside, and within like 5 to 10 minutes, you're just sweating bullets, like getting in your eyes and burn it, like just crazy. It's not a dry. We haven't had a dry here lately. It's been all humid.
Well, we needed some rain though. May was kind of dry.
I just wanted to pop in and ask Phil why he was talking crap. So.
See, it's my way of complimenting you, man. See, you're the cool nerd. R2 is the dude of the after the weekend.
Were you gonna call me the dude nerd?
Right next to me.
I'm the CC. You're the doo doo.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Wait.
This is the ball.
Prune candy.
I'm the smooth. There's no way I can't.
Ryan's just like, what are we doing here still?
No, I'm actually. It's entertaining. I learned something. I didn't know about that stupid thing. I'm gonna have to look into that.
That's what I bring to the show.
That's good information. I did not see that, and usually I see stuff on Twitter. It's where I get a good amount of information.
So wait.
Do videos.
So, based on where I live, the government can't just show up and search my house.
No, unless you live 100 miles from a border.
So is this a way to try
I live in Arkansas. The entire state is orange.
I honestly think if this is like a legitimate thing, there's going to be a lot of states that are going to sue over this because they have the right to.
Yeah, because you.
I don't know if they can because it's from the.
No, you can. A lower court can challenge the Supreme Court.
It's not, and this is in front of the Supreme Court, is it?
Yeah, it is. It came out last night. It was under the radar. Hey, someone's dog is looking for them.
So it is legislative, not is the
judiciary. And I gotta go, but
okay. Well, let's
pop in.
Well, see you, JT, and
gonna wrap it.
See you Monday.
Yeah, Rick. If you want to just take us out on the outro, let's do it.
Okay. As I find that button, come watch After the Weekend on Monday night, where Legion will be. We're gonna review Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we are.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Get back in there right now and play Yaya Ding Dong. No, we are done for tonight. You have to play it.
Yaya Ding Dong. My love for you is growing wide and long.
Yeah.